Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Mayegun Live. Read the caption of the broadcast, the description, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, everyone. Just tell them that Mayegun today. We have a lot to unwrap this evening. So before you get yourselves busy in the comments, section there, typing, share the broadcast. Tell those who are supposed to be here. Me say, Mayegun today. Oh, Baba, Alliance. You dear Templars, you remember we have said something similar to this in the past. Destroy Nigeria and come around to offer to save us. Let us rescue Nigeria. This time around, the same people who wanted to rescue Nigeria in 2015, half of them, they want to rescue Nigeria in 2027. And now they have dragged Toby into it, so that makes it more interesting. Saraki. Want to save us. So, Motide, thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching. It is Mayegun Live. For those who are watching it live, we want to have, again, political conversation. This time around, I would advise that you should listen to me with your mind intact, not your emotion. You are going to need it. You see, when they want to play you, they don't tell you the whole story. They won't give you the whole picture. But it's always better for you to watch Mayegun. I can put 1 and 2 together. I don't have to make up anything. All I have to do is just put the pieces of available information together, and I can make a very perfect, accurate predictions. I do. And that is why I want your mind on this, not your emotion. They are about to start again. And sometimes, if you are wishing for something, it is ideal to understand what you are wishing for, and possibly where you are putting your money should be where you will be able to put your mouth. They are about to take advantage of the destruction, the consequences of the destruction they brought upon Nigeria 9-10 years ago. They want to take advantage of that to say, we want to save you from the calamity we brought upon you. Right? So you have to be very careful. You will still have to make the decision, you know. But it is always great if you are making these decisions when you are well informed, so that people don't take, or these criminals don't continue to take advantage of your vulnerability. Are you with me? They are talking about alliance again. And that is why, if you read the description of this broadcast, I kind of tried to make it a bit of, clearer how this will go. Let's put it that way. But now that I'm here, the news everywhere is that Peter Obi, Atiku, Saraki, and Sule Lamido, and many, many others behind the scene, they are talking, because the impression or the belief generally in the political circle of Nigeria is that there is nobody that can remove Tinubu or APC. In fact, the last 1.5 years have shown that if not for the obedience, there is pure no difference between APC and PDP. But having the obedience on the side kind of will give you a bit of a moment to take a second look at their political activities and the players too. But if you remove the obedience from the whole frame, then the rest is pretty much unimpressive. Nothing new. They are known faces who want power, and they will do anything and everything to get it. Even the obedience that is a part of the new generation of political movement in Nigeria, there's still a lot of people who believe that they are being manipulated, right, by something bigger than what they can see. Of course, I am of the opinion that I believe in what I can see than people trying to create an imaginary bigger influence elsewhere. That is me. But yeah, there are people who believe that even in this bigger scheme of things, the obedience are just a little distraction of it to make it kind of give every other action or activities, political activities, to give it legitimacy or otherwise. So what does that mean? The obedience have this large, huge voting bloc, evidently. And one thing that is kind of like one of, the reality of a 2023 charade, nobody would disrespect Peter Obi and his obedience anymore. But there are people who believe that at the end of the day, the whole thing is pretty much like just a bit of a distraction out of it. Because at the end of the day, the entire bigger circle called the establishments, they always find a way around milking the desperation and frustration of the people for political advantage. And this is going to be one of them. APC, Egbekegbe, has failed disastrously. But APC, Egbekegbe won't be in power in Nigeria without the massive influence of Atiku and his co-travelers. Now, they might have come back to say, oh, we regret this. No, that's not just the only horrible things they did to Nigeria. They participated in fleecing Nigeria for 16 years, 16 solid years, to pave way for what APC, Egbekegbe, came to legalize. People destroying people couldn't protect Nigeria. They couldn't protect the Commonwealth of Nigeria. They could not improve the, the living standard of Nigerians. Corruption was the order of the day. But you know what APC have done? Where they came in to come and legalize all those things. Terrorism is legal. Corruption is legal. Impunity. And all those, right? They are all legal. disobedience to court order, disobedience to court. They became legal. Things that people would frown at before, they became legal. There are so many of them, they are still forcing to force down the throat of the people. But they wouldn't have happened at all. There are people who believe that, people from the school of thought, that this would never have happened if Atiku did not become so desperate that he brought in Bokwari, or should we say miscalculated. But from the word go, it was all about their selfish ambitions. Don't forget that. So that was what brought together strange bedfellows called APC, all past criminals, all present criminals, Al-Qaeda People's Congress, Apanyo People's Congress, APC, Egbekegbe. Now they have wrecked Nigeria 9 years after. These same guys feels like, in fact, let us roll it back a bit. Let's roll it back a bit. One of the things that desperation for power, not because of you, desperation to have power, made Werewike and Atiku, right? So do what they normally do, which is about personal interest. People destroying people. Opened the door, right? Chased Obi out because he couldn't compete. He had no much money like them. They told him categorically. Then things got so bad, so horrid between them. That Werewike became the agent of Tifnumbu inside his own party, and they went into an election and they destroyed themselves. Now it's like, okay, yeah, we realized our mistakes, but we still want to rescue Nigeria. But you know something? We could take advantage of disobedience and Obi. Because right now, it seems everybody went out to go and test their popularity or their power in their political space. Okay? So right now, it seems Peter Obi could be the new Buhari for these criminals to gain access back to power. Not to save you, rescue you, but for them to be back where they were before ego and greed, power and all that got most of them. And right now it's like, now we can't be like this. Despite the fact that PDP has the majority of the opposition senators, representatives, governors, states they actually controls. They were supposed to be the biggest opposition, but in reality, it is business as usual. So where do you think the alliance is going to start taking place? That's the first question, right? But they need you to have legitimacy. A lot of people are telling you, the obedient, you will need alliance. Of course, you would need alliance. But that means you would have to compromise. Is the alliance for chasing Tifnumbu like the alliance of 2015 was for chasing Jonathan? But they told you it was a change. Okay? So yeah. So the real thing, the elite, the political elite, weighing all options, they've concluded, except everybody comes together, including Obi, that means you cannot stop Tifnumbu. But the second question is this: Labour Party is divided. PDP is scattered. So who and who is really coming together in this instance, Bopatu Tommy had something to say about it just before I continue.
My first port of call is to create this new tribe. And the new tribe is not a political party. It is a movement focused on values, that values shape human progress. In this, we understand, hey, look, these politicians set us against one another by talking this nonsense about ethnicity, religion, and all of that. Nobody has become richer because of the ethnic group he comes from. Nobody has had a better life because of the religion he comes from. So they use it. And in this age, it's very easy to play propaganda politics and put people against one another. In the end, everybody loses. We play a zero-sum game. So let's, in this new tribe, accept certain fundamental values, the dignity of the human solidarity, and work ethic, all of those things. As people begin to walk their talk and live in this domain, then you can say to these people, the only way that you can change the world is through a political party. And so we have an initiative to then say, here is a political platform in development that's values-driven, that has to have an ideology, that has to have goals that people can be held accountable for, strategy. All of this must be in place, tested before the people.
But isn't that a long process, though?
It can happen fairly more quickly than people realize. Look at what happened in Senegal. It can become more challenging, depending on how the young folk in Senegal manage it. However, the people are so fed up to here with the political class in Nigeria. I mean, somebody gave me an analysis and said Nigeria will be in popular insurrection within the next 4 months, the way things are going. Somebody sent me this analysis from Nigeria just 2 weeks ago. And I'm saying to myself, we've got to stop our country.
So let me be clear on what is going on, because everything we've read so far suggests that you're trying to bring the existing parties together into a mega merger.
Much more than that. I'm saying that we cannot exclude people because they were, if you read some of my comments, I said, we're creating cohorts. And one of the cohorts I call the mea culpa cohort. These are guys who know that what they did was not what's best for the Nigerian people. They regret it, they don't know how to deal with it because of the nature of the politics. To survive, they keep playing those funny games. They've come to that realization. Let's call them the mea culpa cohort. Then we have the cohorts that deal with a new set of values for politics. And we have the cohorts that deal with actually building a political party framework that delivers on the kinds of, because of ways parties are structured around the world. This is a party plank, this is where we're going, this is this. And then these cohorts will have a harmonization. Not that, I used to be leader, this, I was vice this, I was governor this, I'm coming in to lead. None of that stuff. You have to first accept the values. And then you get a...
He has no job.
What Saraki Tommy was trying to tell people there is that, no, you see, we need to create a new tribe. People are very upset with the politicians in Nigeria now. Yes, we are. All of you. Okay? So, we need to create a new, there will be some people that will come together. There will be cohorts. And there will be another set of people who are going to now lay down, the principle for this new tribe. Okay? This is how we're going to be doing things. This is going to be our, objectives, aims, like that. Then they will now harmonize everybody. So there's nothing like I was a vice president, I was a former governor. No. Everybody is equal. Zobo. Zoboni. But you told me, imagination will go finish you. But to be honest, right, they believe, like I told you, that at this point, there is no point in pointing fingers, okay? Everybody have to come together and bring whatever crookedry they have. But let us kind of, before I go deeper myself, let me tell you what they should do before some of you can take them serious, or else enjoy the ride of the tomfoolery. I will be here. When the rest of you are going to be screaming, United Nations, Saba, and all the rest. If you go into any election with them, listen, this is what you should look out for. I agree, let them have, in the context of the one Nigeria, okay? I agree that they should all come together as the people who sort of destroy the place. But not come together to say they want to come and save us. No. Far from it. Of course, they need to atone for all they have done. And that is, Peter Obi, for example, has recorded 6 million votes of voters. They recorded about 6 million as well for Atiku, Abi, 7 million. Put all of them together, that's going to be like about 14 million. Now, 14 million human beings are currently trapped under the Tifnumbu and this rotten, fake, rigged system. So what is the solution? The first step, after they have all come together as they are planning to, they will now call all of their 14 million voters that there is going to be a national shutdown until some certain demands are met. What are the demands? Before any election, before they will participate in any election again in Nigeria, what are the demands? All of you, 14 million of you, you will be ready. You will be mobilized from all over, everywhere. Others will join you for free. Maybe that will make it about 20 million. That can make it the biggest political protest ever. And you can now start making the following demand. Number one, the Constitution of Nigeria is not from Nigerians, those who are trapped inside Nigeria. So, the first thing first, all of the members of the opposition National Assembly members, they will not only submit, a memorandum that is going to be representing all of these guys who say they want to come together. You mobilize all your friends in the National Assembly. That now they have to draft a new constitution for Nigeria. The one that actually comes, that you will say a memorandum from the people themselves. Now, in that same new, your new constitution that they will draft, once they begin that, then you can now call for national dialogue or national conference, whatever you want to call it. Don't leave the outside, though. 40 million of you or 20 million people, right? Days, weeks, months, they can fund it. And around that time, within that same struggle, let people elected those who are going to go to the national conference and then go debate what should be inside that constitution. Inside it is where we are going to decide what type of government should exist and how the entire Nigeria, those who still want to be part of it, under what condition and what approved condition. I'm saying, let everybody kind of agree they still want to be part of this contraption. Under what arrangements? Now, under that arrangement, you can now produce a national constitution, the first of its kind, which will state out how elections should be conducted, who should be in charge, how people should emerge, all those things, and from where to where. Now, you see that 40 million, you can shut down Nigeria for the next 6 months. You will get all of this done. Then I'll begin to take them serious. Or is that too much?